It's the Game Splitter. Y'all subscribe, like, share the video. Another tragic and sad situation that took place. This time we're going to go to the Midwest, Indiana, Lake Station, Indiana, where it was a family of 5. A guy by the name of Robert Payne. And hearing his last name, that's all he did was bring major pain to the household, to his family. That's all he did. Not to no ops, not to nobody who did him wrong, not to no enemy, nobody but the people who love him. The people that think he a hero, the people that trust him. The king of the household destroyed everything, everybody. Him and his old lady, Brianna Payne, they had some type of disagreement where they argued. And he felt like on that conversation alone, that was the deal breaker. That was the deal breaker to take everybody's life. So after they arguing and, going back and forth, neighbors, they hearing it, but they ain't called 911 because they probably always argue. He ain't got no respect for the kids there, so he gonna be loud and cuss his old lady out in front of them. But whatever she told him, that was the deal breaker. I don't know what she said. It don't matter. It don't matter to do what he did. It don't matter. I'm pretty sure it wasn't nothing like that make him do what he did. So after that happened, he gonna take her life. But he not gonna stop there. He gonna look at his 3 daughters, young daughters. They all 10 and under. I don't think 110, like 7, 4, them ages 6. Yeah, he gonna take all their life. Innocent. I don't know because they're a witness or what, just because he was that cold-hearted, that cold-blooded.
Devastating details from the Lake County Coroner's Office. We've learned the children that were found dead inside of this home were just 4, 6, and 7 years old. Neighbors here telling me they're shocked to learn the entire family is now gone. Sandy Goodman says she's lived next door to the family for the last 5 years. They were arguing a lot for the last few days. She tells me she could barely sleep last night, thinking about how terrified the little girls must have been in their final moments. And those little girls were just so full of joy and happiness and playing, and they were just awesome. The Lake County Coroner's Office identifying the victims as 27-year-old Brianna Payne, the mother of 3 girls, 7-year-old Aurora Payne, 6-year-old Ava Payne, and 4-year-old Elena Payne. They died from apparent gunshot wounds, and their deaths are ruled as homicide. Their father, 31-year-old Robert Payne, died of a self-inflicted gunshot. I knew there was something weird because the cars weren't moved, and they go every day. Police say they were called to the home for a welfare check around 2:45 Friday afternoon. After getting a search warrant, they found the family of 5 dead inside. When they went in and came back out, I'm like, oh my gosh, something really bad happened.
Based off what the mama said, not them, not none of their actions, made him take their life. Because the mama said something that detrimental that they got to go to. Then he ain't stopped there. He turned the blick on his own self and took his own self out because he can't stand the rain. He can't stand what come behind that wall, that prison wall. He know the family ain't gonna support him. He can't deal with that. So what he do? Like all cowards do, take they self out. When he could have just did that on his own. What she said hurted you so much, well, hey, go in the backyard and handle your business to yourself. If you can't be man enough to walk away. Yeah, I know you probably ain't got no good job. Yeah, I know you broke. So she, going off on you about that, what you done did. took the last little bit of money and you spent it because you got habits, gambling problems, who knows? Because you can't man up and level up, get your kids and your old lady out the trailers. You cool with settling, living there. Not saying ain't nothing wrong with living there, but if an argument can make you delete everybody, it gotta be something. It gotta be something you ain't happy with, that you ain't proud of. So because that you failed as a man, as a father, because you barely making ends meet, or you're not disciplined enough to keep money in your pocket or pay the bills on time or whatever, you probably still cheating. So not only you can't provide like you're supposed to, you're cheating. You probably didn't put your hands on her before. You always arguing, like you can't let her win some and just, be the bigger person. You can't leave the house and go take a walk. You can't be the bigger person and turn the conversation from negative to positive. You can't do that. You can't get mad enough. Y'all fall out and you get mad enough and you boss yourself up. What, you still want to hustle? You want to get it out the mud, huh? What is it, man? You can't go get you no trade. You can't go get you no CDL. If arguments like that or do you like that, you need your CDL. You need to be an OTR truck driver where you gone for to 6 weeks, 8 weeks at a time or even longer. Not local. You need to be gone and you just send the bread home. Or you need to leave. But if you leave, it's back to the car you go, or to the shelter or whatever. You just gonna be on the streets. You just gonna be on the streets. So you ain't going nowhere. She could be on her last leg with you. Ain't no telling where the relationship was at. She could have been trying to leave you. And that's what she was saying, like, I'm tired of this. I'm finna get the kids and we finna move. It could have been that. And you telling her, you ain't finna take my kids nowhere, because you knew if she leave you and she move, you probably ain't gonna never see them kids again. So the only way you can handle that situation in your brain, because you gotta play God with everybody's life, including yours. You take the law in your own hands and you handle that situation. And that's what fixed the problem. If we can't be a family, then we ain't gonna be a family. You ain't gonna move on. You ain't gonna find better than me. Better than me is Jesus, Allah, Buddha. That's the only other man that's gonna be in your life, in their life. It had to be that she was finna leave you or some shit like that. Because all the other shit that she'll tell you, it don't work. She'll tell you to get a better job. You don't do it. She'll tell you if you're going to be trapping or thugging, step that up. Become a better criminal or a hustler. You don't do that. You cheat. You can't stop that. So the only thing she can do is leave you. She done tried. Everything is negative with you. You turn everybody energy bad. They be on positive shit. You be negative. Or was it the other way around? She the problem and you just couldn't take it no more. But if it's that way, why would you then take them out? Why would you then take them out? If she the one who ain't got her shit together or she don't do nothing, why the kids had to go? No, she's finna take them kids and dip probably and find better. Or don't even find better, just do better on her own. She can do bad by her damn self with her kids. Because your name ain't on the lease. Because you probably ain't working, or you could have been working. I don't know the full story. All I heard was what the news said. So that's what I'm trying to come at every angle. But either way, it wasn't nothing good in the household, nothing but pain caused by you. Then you expect her to be so submissive and cook all the time and clean and be so nasty with you and treat you like a king. But the energy that you bring don't turn her on. The energy that you bring, it don't make her want to be submissive. It turn her to a different person. Because every other day, the kids in there crying because you yelling and cussing her out, calling her all type of names and, yeah, going crazy. You probably got a drinking problem. You know what I'm saying? So that don't help. You know, telling what other habits you got. You don't want to give your kids a chance. They ain't got nothing to do with what you and your old lady got going on. They ain't had nothing to do with that. They didn't tell you to bust up in her. And you did it 3 times. They didn't tell you to do that. But you got to end their life. You got to, close their chapter, close their whole book. They ain't even get to experience life or nothing. All because of an argument. And then you can't even stand the rain. And then it's going to be the same speech, like I say in all my videos to the females. Y'all got to start arming yourself. Y'all see the red flags. But when somebody loves somebody, like how women love their man, it be hard. They'll go get a gun all the time, but it be hard for them to up it and, in certain situations, it'd be hard for them to up it and blow it. Some females just crash out, but a lot of females, they don't think it's going to go that far. They just thinking they having another argument. But they get the red flags. They get the signs. They get the warnings, but they don't do what they need to do. They'll let it be known, which it gives the guy all the time in the world to do what he want to do. They'll tell him, I'm leaving you and I'm taking the kids. So now you're giving him all the opportunity in the world to end you and the kids. Yeah, like they'll tell him what they finna do instead of doing the proper steps, the safety steps. They'll tell him everything they finna do that'll make them more matter and more matter till a nigga be like, fuck it. Because these guys don't be player enough. You'll hear it in the songs that they listen to with rappers and shit. You hear it, but they ain't like that. They ain't player enough. They ain't man enough. They ain't none of that. They weak. And then they don't realize that they really love you until it's too late, until you fed up, until you ready to leave. And no matter what they say now, your mind made up. Because now you ain't gonna believe it. And you ain't trying to give him no chance to prove it because you done gave him 1,000,000 chances. And that's when the nigga realized, like, damn, I really need her. I really need this family. Now it's too late. The damage is done. So once they feel like that, they don't want to start a new family. They don't want to move on. They don't see that far. Nah. I want my original family or it ain't nothing. Or it ain't nothing. And they mean what they be saying. Sometimes it don't be that. It be other arguments and they just snap. And they'll feel like, well, the kids are witnessing and they just snap. But a lot of times when a man do that to his kids, it be because the woman gonna take them. Sometimes it be the woman been cheating already. She already got a guy in the cut. And he been buying shit for the kids and picking up his slack. But yeah, man, like, women, they gotta find better exit plans, exit routes. They stay in the paint too long, too much. And the guy keep building up anger and anger and anger. Sometimes y'all women, y'all gotta bite y'all tongue. It could save your life. And sometimes it ain't about you. You could be tough enough to go through whatever, but you got them kids in there. So sometimes you can't talk shit to him about him being broke, or he ain't got no job, or he ain't shit, or he ain't gonna never be shit, and his luck gonna be bad, and them other niggas robbed him and did this and that to him, and you'll do something to me but won't do nothing to them. Sometimes you gotta bite your tongue. Don't even say nothing about none of that. Cause you gotta, make sure your kid's straight. Especially if he been giving you warnings and telling you, I kill the kids, you gotta take that seriously. You ain't gonna put law enforcement involved and really, lay a plan out and really, get away. Just drop everything and just dip. If you ain't got one of them type of plans, or you ain't got that on your mind, then you gotta bite your tongue. You ain't got no gun or nothing, and you ain't gonna use it, or you got a gun, but you unless he really just beating you to death, you ain't gonna do it. And then when he doing that, how you gonna get to your blick and, protect your life? So you gotta bite your tongue, because it ain't worth it. Because, you're responsible for your actions, but your kids, you just gotta bite your tongue sometimes. It can save a life. It can save multiple, triple lives, including yours. But, a lot of women, when they gotta argue and gotta say the most hurtful things, all they doing is adding wood to the fire. The fire already started. So the first fire, when it first started out, it could be, I'm just gonna whoop her. I'm just gonna smack her, jack her up. When you start really popping it, you getting the best of them. Now you add wood. Now that fire growing and growing stronger and stronger. Now that closed fist or that open hand, it turns into a closed fist thoughts. Now he may want to choke you thoughts. Now you going so hard, he got that revolver or he got that blick in the room, and he finna put that bitch to use. The only time he really ever used it like that. He feel like you is the deal breaker. He could take all the bullshit that come with being black, being in the streets, losing jobs. But hearing that from you, it's the deal breaker. The nigga rather go to hell than see you happy, than see you leave, and whatever. And he stand on that. So a whole family of 5, including himself, is gone. All because of words. All because of nobody couldn't leave, nobody couldn't be the bigger person. And everybody out the picture, out the way. 3 kids, 3 girls. So what he did was live up to his name, pain. Major pain. Yeah, but man, I don't know the full details of the situation, so I can't really go in like I want to. I just heard what the news said. But if y'all, got real details on this story, y'all let it be known in the comments. Come to my DM, the_gang_spitter. Cause this right here crazy, man. Like, and then shit like this happening every other day. In the Midwest, down south, out west. If it ain't the husband deleting everybody, it's the wife. If it ain't the wife, it's the son or the daughter. He didn't knock off the mother and the father or whoever, or the mother and her new boyfriend, or the mother and his 2 sisters, and shit like that. It's always something. Now you gotta really worry about your family. Them would be the ones who get you up out of here. You gotta, think for other people. Cause your mama could be dating your daddy or a new guy, and based off what your mama say, he'll take your life, the kids, and your mama and himself. Or the mama do that. Or the son will, or the daughter, she'll flash out. So you gotta worry about your household more than you gotta worry about ops and the enemy. Y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all let it be known what y'all feel about this, man. He was with him. Gone.